Hi and welcome to The Winning Factor. I'm Alan Aitken, and on this show each week we take a look at upcoming races in Hong Kong and try to sort out an angle to the race we might look back on later as having been a good path to finding the winner. Well, public holiday Wednesday for the celebration of the handover in 1997 is our meeting on Wednesday this week in Hong Kong. 10 races at Sha Tin, and in honour of that occasion we're going to have a bit of a Class 5 show. The first race we're going to look at is race 1, and our winning factor here, the class drop. Now, as we often see in Class 5, where the average winning price is about 10% higher than most of the other classes, it's an even race, plenty of chances, but I think we can narrow a few things down here. I think Ever Strong and Adonis, they're both coming back into the bottom grade, as is Joy Avenue for the first time. He's a likely improver. Further down in the weights, chances to Exponents, and the very speedy Fairy Floss also looks to have a chance in this race. Now, regular viewers will know that I often put up horses rising in class as a winning factor, and this is in fact the first time we've ever used the class drop. And people do ask me why there is no accent on that. It's a drop system in Hong Kong in the handicap system, and most people, I think, have the idea that it's easier to win dropping in class than going up in class. Well, the figures don't really support that, and that's why it hasn't been a frequent factor. But let's have a closer look at those figures. Now, the tables I'm going to show you here, stay with me, there's a few of them. On the first table, you see the top 10 trainers in Hong Kong over the last 5 years for horses rising in class, ranked by their performance against the market expectations. Then on the second, you see the same treatment for horses dropping in grade. Now, down at the bottom of both those tables, you see a strike rate percentage. For the horses up in grade, for all horses, it's a win rate of just under 13%, while it's only 7% for horses dropping in class. The trainers I've highlighted in gold there are the ones who perform above market expectations, and as you can see, for the class risers, there are quite a few of those, but only 2 trainers who outdo the market with horses dropping in class: Casper Founds and Jimmy Ting. So the reality of horses dropping in class, remember they're going up sharply in the handicap weights, is that it's not quite the easy gig that it's painted by. Certainly punters and some trainers and jockeys feel the same way. The statistics show that the horses going up in grade are better placed. However, you can examine it further, and like everything, there are some people who do a better job in a particular segment than other people, and that's the same with horses dropping in class in Hong Kong racing. So we're going to take a look at a couple more tables now, and the first of those, this is just a simple Class 5 to Class 4. Now, this is an area quite a few trainers do try to specialise in, and Class 4 down to Class 5, there are some consistent better performers in that zone. Notably, once again, Casper Founds, but you can also add Dennis Yip and Manfred Mann, who all outperform the betting market when their horses drop down to the seller class. In addition, we can narrow that even further and only use horses which are priced 20 to 1 and under as they drop from Class 4 to Class 5. That's an extra filter, and we find even a few more trainers who can make this particular area work. As always, we still see Founds, Yip and Mann near the top of the lists. And over the 2 Class 5s on Wednesday, there are a number of horses dropping into Class 5, and a number of them trained by the trainers that I've highlighted there. But for this particular race, the one I want to highlight is Manfred Mann and a horse called Ever Strong. Now, Ever Strong, we're going to see in race 721 here. This is his most recent start in Class 4, and I think that you'll agree he showed here that his timing with a drop back to Class 5 is coming just as he is finding some form again. Now he's past midfield here, he drifted back from a wider gate. He's in black and white hoops with orange sleeves, and although he wasn't competitive for first here, where we had a runaway winner, he was in the contest for third placing and finished a quite respectable effort just behind the place getters. And now he drops back into Class 5 and goes to 1200 metres on the dirt, where he has won 4 races, the last 2 of those wins the last time he appeared in Class 5. So the tip in race 1, Ever Strong, his winning factor, the class drop. It's not a factor that I really put a lot of weight behind normally, but some are better than others at it, and Manfred Mann has a good record. Of course, the other Class 5 is race 2 on the card on Wednesday, and our winning factor here, the stable change. Well, yet another wide open race this, plenty of chances here, and some of them trained by the trainers we've highlighted earlier. Horses dropping down to Class 5 like Galaxy Emperor for Tony Cruz, All Times Grateful for Dennis Yip, Fortunate Runner for Francis Loy. And elsewhere in the field, I thought there were chances for Little General backing up from Saturday, Treasure Chest, likely to be one of the pace influences, and Royal Chocolate, who's having his first run for the Tony Millard stable. And Royal Chocolate is the horse who is my focus in this race. He's moved over to Tony Millard now, and as I've said often, Tony Millard is outstanding at getting horses to turn their form around. Look at what he's done in recent seasons with a horse like Elusive State, even this season with Amazing Chocolate, and now he's got a different kind of chocolate to work with, Royal Chocolate. The only time we've seen Royal Chocolate in public really since his move to Tony Millard was in a barrier trial. This is on June 19, batch 2, and you'll see him here. He's just behind the leaders in the run. On the fence, he's in darkish colours, blue and red, and Karis Teaton aboard follows the leaders into the straight and then shakes him up a little in the run down to the line, but I thought he responded well enough against some higher rated horses in finishing 4th here to suggest that Millard really has him going all right, ready for his first appearance for the stable. And furthermore, Royal Chocolate has some good tactical abilities that make some real appeal here in a race that looks like it's going to be slowly run. We'll take a look at the map, and not a whole lot of speed here. Galaxy Emperor and Treasure Chest, they might be the ones taking up the running, but I think Karis Teaton will have Royal Chocolate in touch with them throughout the race from his good draw, and I think that's going to be a key element to winning this event. So the tip in race 2, Royal Chocolate. His winning factor, the stable change. Well, he's run a place at around a third of his 26 starts at Royal Chocolate, so he's certainly overdue to break through and win. And they're the kind of assignments that Tony Millard has shown in the past he is very good at getting results out of. Well, that's it from the winning factor this week. Good luck on Wednesday. We'll see you next time.